Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Steam. Bit of a late night stream here. As usual, I don't know about that music and my voice. Sounds good here. What about your side? Tell me in chat. It's a guess game. Anyway, we're not gonna play anything, but I've been streaming quite a bit lately, and since it's summer and holiday vacations and the green winter, it's crappy weather where I live. Yeah, and who wants to do fun stuff in the summer anyways? So we're gonna maybe stream some games. And yeah, we've basically been jumping on whatever caught my eye, like a shiny stone on the street. Like, ooh, that's fancy. Let's pick that up. That's been my planning lately. So I'm just basically, and I want to go back to some games that I dropped, but I thought it would be fun. I should have a couple of dozens of subscribers on YouTube and Twitch. That doesn't mean much. I mean, they might have subscribed 2 years ago and now they never watch me or anything. But, you know, I don't know how to build a community. I'm doing my best. And this is an effort to do it. What I will do is I'll show you my favorite list of games on Steam. And if something catches your eye there, give me a holler. Send me a message. Put out a comment. And if it's a game I feel that I could get into and show you, I'll do it just for you. So that's an opportunity, right? Yeah, there are other games I could buy, download, and try out the new game. I have to like it. I'm not gonna stream a game that I don't like just because someone else wants to. That's there. I think there are other streams that do that. What's popular, what's attractive, what's on vogue right now. So I'm just gonna go with what's out there. And how long is this gonna take? Well, I'm gonna talk until I grow tired of it, and we'll go through a couple of games. We'll skip past a couple of others, and let's start with the first one in the list. It's Aliens Fireteam Elite. I already did around 10 streams about this game recently. I bought it at launch a year ago or so, August last year, and played a lot at launch. Stopped playing it, didn't play it. Realized right now, June 2022, they came out with 2 season passes, or like large free DLCs updates. 2 new classes, 1 new class, was it? A couple of new weapons, new attachments, yada yada. Same old maps, same old difficulty, same old repetitive. But I needed to get back there, and I needed to grind up in the new class. I needed to buy a couple of new, and it ended up with me playing with one other guy, playing a couple of higher difficulty missions. So you know, I kind of got back into the game. I learned to play it again, and at the end I could play on a decently hard level. So if I were to go back into that, I'll do some more daily missions, and I try to set up a Discord group with people on voice, on stream, and I'd play it on harder difficulties. I'm not gonna just go daily. Those 10 streams, they're super boring, but you know, it's just me getting back in the game. Might be more exciting playing harder difficulties. Good game, but it does crash when I run it on my computer. Sometimes if I overload the computer, it gets too warm, gets into an energy saving. I don't know, so maybe not the best game, but anyway. Arma 3. Oh yeah, super hard, hardcore military simulator. I have it. I'd like to try a mod, like maybe a World War II mod, and I'd like to play with other people, or maybe like some super hard alien encounter mission. I know there's one of those. Oh yeah, there's a Vietnam War Special Forces. So it's like you are 5 special forces, and there's like 100 Vietnamese players trying to hunt you down. I'd like to play that. Yeah, tell me what I should play in Arma. Just not the vanilla game World War 3. It doesn't interest me. All right. What else? X Annihilates Online. Yeah, sure. It's almost like the game I'm streaming now, the Game of Thrones digital game. It's a board game. They made it into the digital version, and you can play it versus AI. And you can, I guess, you can play it online. And there's not a lot of diplomacy in this game. I think it would be 5 players, and it's very luck based with lots of dice rolls. I have the board game. I played it 100 years ago. I don't know how much they changed it on the online version, but I'm pretty sure we could go in there and, barring very bad luck on dice, we could probably mess around with that a bit. That's why I bought it on a sale. I done the tutorials for 15 minutes or so. Barotrauma. Hey, that's a fun little submarine future on the moon of Mars, on the sea with monsters and stuff. Played it with a friend a bit. Fun game. Very hard, very dark, a bit of horror. Let's see. Do we have any pictures here? Yeah, to go back to that, but it would be more fun to play with my friend. It's kind of story driven, different settings, indie game. I liked it. Definitely could go back to that. World War II, Call of War. Call of War is a free-to-play MMO browser grand strategy game. Yeah, so they say, but it's a totally pay-to-win game. Wait, wrong game, sorry. Call of War. I actually have 2 series of large world conquest campaigns there somewhere on YouTube. Go check them out. Thing is, this takes weeks, days and weeks, maybe months to complete a large map. So what I would do is I would play, and then I would like have a summary each day, what's happening and what's going on, and so it would be an after action report. This game is, if you are not online a couple of times every day, your name is just crush you, even if you play for a couple of weeks. It's rather unbalanced. It's paid. If someone throws the credit card at you, you lose no matter what. So but I'm still having fun in it. I often do well when I have time and patience to play it. So you want to watch me play a long-term another Call of War campaign, just Google it up, check it out the game, see if you like it. I don't mind. Call of War Stalingrad, some strategy game that I bought on a sale. I don't even know what it is. It's kind of a strategy game where you fight in Stalingrad, but also there's a map, so maybe you go from battle to battle and you seem to have the entire frontier. But I think it's kind of role-playing because you get these, hey, let's equip them, we need to keep our equipment when it comes to... So you make these decisions, so I guess you're like in the Grand Command and you don't move the troops so much. You take role-playing binary decisions like this, and then you, according to your orders, stuff happens. I never played it. It's 13 euros. I got it for cheap. I bought it. It gets positive reviews, and you can see this. Yeah, you can see this. But maybe you have to scroll in a bit. Can I scroll in? No, I can't scroll in Steam. You just have to scroll in on screen, or just Google Cauldrons of War Stalingrad on Steam and check it out. I do this. Conan Exiles, used to play that a bunch back when it came out. Haven't played for a long time. I played with a friend on a separate server, dedicated server, only he and me. I built an awesome castle, fort. Unfortunately, that server, I don't know if it still exists, if he still has it up, but I'd love to make a stream and show it to you. Other than that, if I play Conan Exiles now, I like the game. It's a bit wonky with the castle base building. The blocks are a bit too large. It's not super, but it's not a base building game. It's a fantasy fighting, crafting, gearing, leveling up, PvP, religion take slaves game with base building. So that's not the main part, but of course that's what I like the most. So yeah, I'd go back and play Conan Exiles, but you would have to tell me what server to play on. I want to play on a PvP/role-playing server with mature people that don't behave like assholes, or if I build something, I don't want it destroyed during the night when I'm offline. There has to be rules, there has to be fairness and balance, and needs to be a good spirit. Competition, fighting, conquest, yes. Assholery is no. So you tell me what server to play on. thing is, you checked up a couple of servers, and it's like reading an essay and writing an essay to understand what's going on, the rules, and then applying. Too much. Has to be rather easy. Go in and play. I'm gonna behave. Just tell me, where should I craft? Where should I level? And who should I help? And who should I hang out with in Discord? I'd play multiplayer Conan. Easily. So we got CPU cores. This increases the percent of your computer. I don't need that any longer. Death by Daylight. Don't know what I started. That's a fun game. 4 players. Try to avoid a 5th player. It's a horror game. It's probably not here for my benefit in the favorites list. I get super scared when I'm hunted by all the different monsters, and I played it 67 hours. So yeah, I'd had some fun in there. But it's not in my favorites list because I played so much. Empire of Sins I bought for a specific lady, so she because she likes gangster games, so she could get into gaming. We play like half an hour or half an evening, but it's a Paradox game. How about how you play a gangster family? It's a bit strategy game. It's not a shoot 'em up first person shooter. Let me show you store page. You have a bit of storytelling like this, but then it's isometric. You do missions and you do fighting like this. I heard it's an okay game. I'd play it. Someone tells me, hey, I really want to see you do a campaign of this. It has mixed reviews. I got a bit bored after half an hour, but I'm sure you could have fun. Maybe I'm with a mod. Europa Universalis 4. I have a few of the mods. I worked for Paradox Entertainment way back when as a researcher, scripter and event designer, etc. Long time ago. Like their products. I like Europa Universalis. Have not played number 4 so much. I must play 2. Number 3 almost nothing. But number 4 I played a bit. And it has so many different DLCs and has changed so much over time, so that I don't know what's going on there now. I might buy a month where you get all the DLCs on their like service, where you pay a monthly subscription and you get access to all their, or I'll just buy the 14 DLCs and cough up the $50 that would cost me and own them permanently. I don't know. But anyway, I do that, and you tell me like, hey, I want to play Great Britain become the largest naval power in the world. Yeah, do that. Or you play Spain and colonize Africa. Yeah, we could do that. We could do better role playing. Oh, you know what? If you play it, I'll play with you. We'll play a co-op campaign. Fallout 76, played it a bit at launch. Everyone said, oh, it's horrible. Yeah, I had a bit of fun. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't terrible. It was a bit boring after a while. I actually got 2 friends in there and we played with them, and right about when they jumped in there, we decided to quit. I don't know, there was something about it that I didn't like. It was a bit boring. You ran around, you read these, listened to these cassettes, and then you ran to the next spot and did the same, and nothing ever happened. Now they have NPCs, it has happened a lot. Graphics are better, Bethesda is trying to fix their mistakes. I'd jump in and try it. I don't remember anything. I don't know what to do. Maybe you have to tell me, like, I want you to become the best sniper, or I want you to test your metal in a new DLC or update or whatever. I wouldn't have a single idea what to do if I jump back in there. For Honor, it looked cool. I played it 25 minutes, and it was really hard to time your blocks. You know, you have to put a bit of an effort into it to learn a fairly advanced reactionary fighting game. That was too much for my attention span, so I just quit and said, I'll learn this another time. Maybe I'll do it for you if you tell me, yeah, it's good, it's worth it. Never, you know. Foxhole, you know what that is? Okay, it's basically playing with small plastic soldiers in a digital ground, and I'm one soldier, and thousands of other players are playing together, and go Google it, Foxhole. It's a very unique game. Thousands of players are playing on a persistent 24/7 server, and you do resource gathering, fabrication, and supply transportation to the front. So these guys are using motorcycles, tanks, and rifles, ammunition, helmets that other players built back in the back, and you can build fortifications. And honestly, I think this game is awesome. It just has a bit of a, takes a while to learn it, and maybe you need, I mean, you can get to know people playing with it, but that takes an effort too. So I like to play this game one day. It's a super cool idea, very positive. 20,000 reviews, very positive. Yeah, tell me to play Foxhole. Even better, invite me to play Foxhole with you. I'd love that. I want to play this game for sure. I just haven't. Played 2 hours, 2 times. War in the East, Gary Grigsby's, you know this game? I have a couple of streams about it in my YouTube library. You can check them out. It's the most advanced and best war game on the market on PC ever. And I'm not just saying it, it just is. Hey, but I don't like super detailed, very hard East Front World War II games. Yeah, doesn't matter. For you, it's not the best game, but objectively, it is the best game out there, right? It's the best. But you might not enjoy the best game out there. I'm provoking you a bit. But it's just super advanced, and I love it. I love it. It just takes a lot of time, but I go on. I started and played 2 turns on my new campaign, and I'm gonna keep on playing that when I get around to doing it. But it's there. It's in my save. I also, on my old PC, have like 1.5 years of save files ready that I have prepared, like highlights, and you know, so you can follow the campaign. And the German AI is playing on a very hard, difficult, aggressive level, so they're pushing me back and yada yada. I want to do an after action report with that, but I need the save files out of my PC, and my PC is not connected. Is that what you want to see me do? Or do you want to see me keep on going on my new campaign? Or do you want to play me face to face on a streamed online after action version? I'd go for that. I'd play War in the East anytime. Like, if I could pick one game to play the rest of my life, this would be on the list. We get Generation Zero, play that with a friend. Weird game. It's a first-person shooter. You only fight robots. It's in Sweden in the 80s. I love that. They did it well. I lived in Sweden in the 80s, and it's a time travel experience, and the atmosphere and the look of the interiors in the houses, etc. is great. It's great. As a first-person shooter, it was okay, a bit bland, maybe. And we gave it a couple of evenings. You know, we didn't just. It wasn't super fun or super challenging. You fire Swedish old weapons at robots and they die, and that's it. A bit of crafting, upgrading, a mystery and a story that I couldn't get into. But I might not even play Generation Zero. If you ask really politely, maybe. Gloria Victis, you know what that is? That is kind of a cheap spin-off of Mountain Blade, but it's also MMO roleplay. So like, it's World of Warcraft, but it's realistic. I want to love it, but I don't. But because it's always been, it's indie, it's low budget, they don't quite get there. It's just, unfortunately, when I played it last 100 years ago, I played it 2019. I played it 50 hours. So yeah, I tried, but maybe now it's super good. I'd go back, I'd jump into Gloria Victis again. Someone asked me. What else? Civil War. Yeah, I just streamed like 20 streams of Civil War. I'd love to play it. The problem is I got into a situation where I was caught in a siege, and the stupid game wouldn't let me be siege to have supplies. I entered a bug which bugged me, annoyed me, so I kind of got stuck there. But I have a campaign. I can go on. I wasn't quite. I hadn't trashed the AI completely. I would win the war, but because the AI sucks. But I'd like to play. What I want them to do is release another patch where the AI is better and they get rid of a few wonkinesses, because their latest update 0.7 I love that economy and the upgrades to projects. It was good. It was good. I mean, I want this game to develop and get even better than what it is. Yeah, and remove the bad things, because there are bad things that annoy me. And when I do, I will play it. I will stream it. But if it is the game you want me to go back streaming, put a vote in there. There's gonna be like 0 votes or 1. So if you're the one saying, I want you to play this, I probably have to do that. Hell Let Loose. Hey, I played a lot of like for World War II shooters from a long time ago. Day of Defeat 2, a couple of others. You'll see a couple of others here. Heroes and Generals. Oh, I play that so much. So I like them. And Hell Let Loose is an excellent one. It's so beautiful, the graphics. You got all the stuff. I just haven't gotten into it. I don't know why. Maybe I played too many before. Maybe my old computer was too bad. I haven't tried it on this computer. Maybe because I'm overwhelmed, or maybe I'm waiting for like, you play 2 hours on a map, 50 versus 50 players. There is an officer, there's a map, but maybe I want more of a campaign mode. Like if you could do a beach landing and then move inland and fight on a map, and if you win that, you get pushed back, then push back. Then if you could play like a campaign that would take not 30 minutes to complete, map over, next map. You know, I want something a bit more campaigny with that game engine. I mean, it looks awesome and it's realistic. It's brutal. So yeah, I want to play Hell Let Loose, and I have no idea what they've been doing, but I don't know. I don't play it very well, and it's complicated for me. Helldivers. It's a isometric view, space hunting bugs, space game, and I have fun in it. I even bought all the DLCs because I'd like to support it. But it's not like, it doesn't look like the best game ever. So you can play with 3 friends. You are 4 Marines, and you have different weapons, and you mod them, and you upgrade, and you get points. And you can call in off-board artillery, and there will be aliens, and you choose missions in a base. And you land, and from there you do different missions around artillery shells, and you fire on monsters. So like you have a little guy and you move around with ASV buttons and you shoot them, and don't shoot your friends and cooperate. It's fun. I like it. Not the best game ever. Definitely a very positive for me. Came out 2015. Apparently I gave it, how many hours did I play it? 23 hours, and I want to make that more. Play with a friend, and if he's too busy, played it last summer. I jump in there and play it for sure. Helldivers, I like it. Dive harder, why not? Heroes and Generals World War II. Now, this was a game I played a shit ton. I played it 2,365 hours. That's crazy. I played it for years. Because what it is let me see if I can explain this in 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, hold on to your horses. So, it's a World War II FPS with vehicles, tanks, with airplanes, with individual, and this is a player. There are no AI soldiers. Oh yeah, they're bots sometimes. You can ride in vehicles, you can capture key points, and you can camouflage. You can change camouflage and buy with points. You can play a tanker. You can ride a bike. You can be a sniper, but you have to upgrade the sniper class and your sniper weapons and the ammunition and the bolt and the sight and the scope. Great. The graphics here looks great. They don't look this good in the game. Game company, even on the best computer, you can never get the presentation. Movies or screenshots always look a lot better than what the game does in game. With the best settings, it's not gonna look like this. It looks old and crappy as shit. So, but that's fine because I can upgrade my submachine gun and buy a new helmet and get my class better, get medals and make them run faster. So, the long grind gives you long-term improvements, which is fine. Unless you play with people from certain nationalities that will hack and cheat and grind offline, whatever. So that's not fun. Okay, the good part about it, it has a map. It has a European map, and you move and you have troops, you have units. So if I have 50 infantrymen, I can bring 49 friends and we join and we spawn with my infantry tickets. Not tanks, not snipers, not airborne troops, infantry, because I bring infantry. And you have all this. So it's like an attempt that on a first-person map instance level, you fight out combats, and if you lose, someone takes that, and then you move the boards and you can win World War II. That is just a wonderful game idea. Combine these two levels. Problem? Yes. It doesn't look this good. Doesn't look this good. Never, ever. The problem is, it's really Twitch and like not realistic. People just rush. Super tempo jump, bunny jumping. Good clans will take over a town in 3 minutes, and you stand there, you spawn in with 11 noobs that don't care, that don't know how to defend, and you get overrun, and you lose all your armies, and it's totally unfair, and it's unbalanced, and the design is a good idea, but it's very poorly implemented, and you get frustrated. And at the end, you don't want to ever play this stupid game anymore, because okay, so there's nothing about the map, but... And then you play Allies versus Germany. And then they had an excellent idea. Let's introduce Russians. Okay, but that will be 2 versus 1. That won't be fair. Well, the Germans are twice as many as the Americans right now. So we can get half of them into Russia. There will be... half of the player base will be in Germany. A fourth in USA and Russia. You know, that's an idea. If that doesn't work, you know, you could do something else. No, we're gonna have USA fight Russia as well, because that's happened in World War II, didn't it? And by that time, I just started going like, what the hell are you thinking about? So, no, we're gonna have people get on a truck, run in 100 miles an hour, jump off, spray and pray, and capture. You know, it went from a decent World War II FPS simulator to something like 14-year-old people will love it, no one else. And also USA are at war with Russia. And also, why not sell real world money war bonds that you get interest on? And if you buy enough, you can pay the premium charge, so you can have permanent premium, support the game. Why don't you do that? Sure. I mean, if a gamer wants to put in quite a lot of money into a game to support them, a small studio, and you know, basically you take the interest and you pay your premium, yeah, I think that's a fair deal. So after a while, they go like, nah, we're not gonna have those. So you're gonna pay back the money? You know, people could buy these war bonds with interest in-game money. So now you're gonna give back the real world money, aren't you? No. You can buy other stuff with the gold you bought in the game. Yeah, but if they don't want that, they want to buy the war bonds, didn't they? Yeah, but we don't care. We have the money, and we want to keep it. Well, that is most likely illegal to do that. Well, we don't want to give back the money. Maybe we should, but we don't. We like having that money. By that time, I started to hate, and there was so much of this shit that I started to hate this Danish stupid gaming studio. The game is okay. It had a lot of potential. I am sad after 2,000 hours that it turned out the way it did, but we did not part as friends. So don't ask me to play this. I could jump in there and show you how much I hate the company and how much I'm lukewarm to the game. It has parts that I love, but overall, unfortunately, very unfortunate, this is not the game of your dreams. You might think so when I explain it this well to you, but it isn't. So don't ask me to play Heroes and Generals. I will despise you. What else? That game deserved a little bit more. Oh, come on, Hunt. Hunt is one of my favorite games. I love it to death. I love it so much I hate it. Why? It's a wonderful, harsh PvP. 360 hours or so last summer I played. It's beautiful. The graphics is wonderful. It's kind of a zombie marshy Louisiana shooter, and it's super brutal. It's a couple of teams of 1 or 2 hunters. They hunt each other and they try to activate monsters. Look at the graphics, it's just wonderful. This is the thing, these guys, they're gonna own you. Unless you're the best PvP player in the world, these hardcore players, they're so good. And I get scared, I get nervous because they're so good, and I try to hide and I try to sneak, and they will just like, yeah, I'm in the flow because I'm good and I have the confidence. Boom, 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 you're dead. Maybe they're not that good. Maybe my confidence is like, I'm not worthless. I'm not the worst player of FPSs ever, but I suck at this. So here's one of the bosses. Beautiful graphics, environments. I love this game, but it's so hard. It makes me sick to the stomach that I lose 500 firefights in a row. Spider boss. Yeah, it's like end of the 19th century weaponry and shit. Great game, go buy. Very positive, came out 2019. I'd recommend anyone, okay, it's on 50% sale, 20 euros, is go and buy it. It's hardcore, doesn't matter. You just have to experience. Do you want excitement? Do you want adrenaline when you play a game? Do you want to use like surround system, very good loudspeakers? You need that so you can hear like, where's the guy? Where's the guy? He's upstairs, he's downstairs. Hearing is much more important than listening. And then aiming and firing and hitting and killing. Yeah, that's being nervous doesn't help you with that. One of the greatest games ever. Buy it. I could go in and play it, but it would be unpleasant because it's just such prestige and pressure, and it's a brutal game to play. It's just, it takes a lot out of you. It takes a chunk out of your soul to play it. But that's what makes it so great. I'd vote for Hunt, although I don't want to play it. But you know, if I was you, I vote you go play Hunt. Cards, weird. It's Magic the Gathering in World War II. You have cards and you win and you build your deck. Tons of stuff to do there. I play it because I like World War II and I like the cards. As a card game, yeah, it's kind of Magic the Gathering. I could play that. Kingdoms and Castles, I bought that. I streamed it 1 or 2 evenings. I like kingdom building games, but honestly, and this one wasn't bad, but I think I had to go back and check why the hell is this so popular? Because the problem I have is I don't like the graphics because they're blocky and what is it called, pixely. It doesn't look good in my eyes. But I mean, the features were all good. It was a bit exciting, like, oh, I need to build this, I need to defend, you know. I don't mind the game, but I'm not in love with the graphics. I played it 3 hours. Yeah, I'd like to finish the series. I did 1 stream, and then I said, okay, I'll do this tomorrow, and I never did, so I lied. I abandoned it, but I just think there's better kingdom building games for me. It didn't quite itch my nerve. So, we have Marauders. Oh, shush. This hasn't come out yet. Everyone knows about Marauders. It's a PvP, first-person, space, invading other spaceships. I think it's a little bit like Hunt, but maybe not full loot, full death as much. It looks very cool. Go check it out. It's coming soon. Let's check some pictures here. Can we make them large? So you're inside spaceships that you board, like a pirate board them from outside and drill into the hull and go inside. And you meet other players that are there to loot as well. And hopefully your team will kill everyone else and grab the loot and leave. And you can also steal other people's ships. I think it will be super fun. I'm not totally into what's going to happen. I already bought it. Being stupid thinking I could play the alpha. But once it's released, I can play it because I already bought it. Okay, that's Marauders. I can't play that now, but I'll be happy to play it. I will play it when it's released. Medieval Engineers, check back on my YouTube channel. You see I am streaming that now. Just came back from being dead for 2 years to being revealed for the community's benefit that there's a community edition. A few guys have the source code of the original game that the crappy game company just dropped even after selling it for full price. Very bad move. But now community people are gonna develop it for free, and hopefully we'll have a less bad version that currently exists, with implementing a few mods and fixing a few bugs, and might even turn and it could be better than that. It could get new features and actually become a good game with, I don't know, let's say horde modes of defense from forts you built, or like cooperative villages, like 2 villages with players will build and prepare and craft and fight and try to invade each other's settlements, villages, and fortified villages and castles with some rules and even it could be so much fun. But of course, they're like 2 guys going to working full time. Then they come home and they develop a game for a game company that's gonna charge money and take all the money. Just steal the source code, make your own version, make a Kickstarter and a Patreon account. Let everyone that likes the game give the money to you and no money to the game company, because they don't deserve it. But I'm gonna play more. I'm gonna build more Castle and Medieval Engineers, whether you vote on it or not. Here's Banderlord Online. It's still in early access. I played a shit ton of an online mod. Unfortunately, with sadness in my heart, I cannot play that anymore. Why? Because Russians ganked me over and over and over in the most uncharming way possible. So, stupid features, great idea, great possibilities. One day it might be the best mod on earth. Now, it's a crappy, toxic, idiotic community ruining whatever fun you could be able to have there. Don't touch it. Well, Mountain Blade Banderlord single player? Sure, there's a lot of good mods out there. I played this 2,500 hours. Yeah, that tells you. Okay, I've been offline in the menu a lot of that, but still, I played it a lot. I played one evening of single player, so if you say, I want you to take a mod, like this mod or a mod, and play and role play and really get into it, a single player campaign, we could do that, for sure. Don't get me back into the online mod. Not unless they put in waterproof, anti-ganking, anti-toxic, anti-immature, stupid, griefing, aggressive, unfair, bullying, idiotic rule sets that allows people to behave in, unsportsmanship, like, haha, you're a bad player, go away. No, I'm not. You're an idiot, but I'm going away anyway. Very bad feelings about that online mod. I even thought about removing or deleting the streams I made from back then. I tried to support it. I just feel dirty, raped when I think about it. So Okay, what else we got? Naval Action, yeah, I played a lot of a MMO called Pirates of the Burning Sun. You've never heard of it, but it was in the Caribbean. 4 teams, pirates, Spanish, French, English, build ships, transport. It's one of those games where you have to produce a lot, and every stupid single ship in the game were built by players collecting resources and smuggling around ports. Great production system. And you can fight with these ships. Now, Naval Action came after that in 2018 or something. It looks better. It's a better game. I just couldn't get into it. It was a bit early release and it was a bit hard to sail the ships, and I got ganked and I got pissed off and I left. But I want to get back in it because sailing wooden ships that look at this. Look how good they look. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Look at this. The game it's wonderful, and now I have the PC to play it. This is from in-game, and you can shoot down sails and masts and sailors and guns and damage model, and you have all this. You can used to be primitive, but with trading and building, upgrading and captains and officers, and I want to get back into it. I don't have anyone to play with, unfortunately, but look, I want to play this. Oh god, it's so beautiful. If you tell me to play this, I won't mind. I love this game. Having played it 2 hours, I love it. It has mixed. I reviewed it 2018. I said like, no. When did it come out? 2019 it was released. Yeah, but it was in early access a long time before that. And they actually... Oh, you can buy it for €4 now? Oh, shit. I paid like €500 for it early on. Okay, I want to play Naval Action. I have some bad experiences. Doesn't mean I don't want to go back and give it a new chance. Postscriptum. Yeah, that's the smaller or bigger brother of Hell Let Loose. Another World War II first-person shooter. I think the difference between Hell Let Loose and Postscriptum is a little bit more realistic, a little bit more slow-paced, a little bit more co-op with military units. I think it's the... And also it's about parachute operations in Arnhem, isn't it? And this is more D-Day or mixed maps. I think Hell Let Loose is a little bit more action. Postscriptum is a little bit more, maybe take it easy because otherwise you die, and the spawn point is further back and you don't want to die, and so let's play this realistically. But I have to try them both. I'm sure I love them both. It's just a bit of a threshold to get into them. Project Zomboid, you know about that? It's super ugly graphics. What's called isometric 3D. Give me a picture. But it's supposed to be like the best zombie survival game. You will die. It's just a matter if it takes 1, 10, 100 or 1,000 days. Cool. Lots of crafting. Lots of you can role play. You can do stuff. You can. So I'll get back in there. I have 14 hours in it. Play with me. I'll stream it. We have. Let's see how long. Should I speed up or slow down? Yeah, we're below an hour. We're good. We have Red Dead Redemption. Actually, I only have the online version. I don't know why it says Redemption, because I only have... Do I have the full version? I have not played the full version, but I have played 500 hours in the online version. I loved it. This game is beautiful. Let me show you some screenshots. The graphics are the best in any game I've ever seen. Landscapes, environments, milieus are wonderful. I just moved around in the wilderness, in the mountains, hunting, skinning, exchanging outfits. Look, it's so beautiful. It's incredible. It's amazing. Okay. What else? But in the online version, what you can do? Yeah, you have different occupations. It's the thing. I had a shitload of fun the first couple of weeks. And I really got into it. I kind of had this role-playing story in my mind where I played this poor Chinese immigrant coming, and she didn't even speak English, and she were willing to do whatever it took to gain money and get rich and leave her shitty life in China behind her. So, you know, she just went into the marsh and she killed a lot of alligators and poisonous snakes and skinned them and made money. And then she got into all these crafting occupations that you have in the game. So like you're a moonshiner and you produce moonshining, and you can have your own moonshine factory, and there are missions to like get in there and play. And Red Dead Online is cheap. You can get it for like $5. I think it gave it away for free. Okay, sorry, now it's €20 on sale 10. It's so well worth €10. The only problem is when you're done you can't play the single player campaign. When you're done all that, there's nothing left to do, and the game company here decided to develop Grand Theft Auto series of games instead of this. So this is like the ugly child thrown out with the bathwater, and I'm really unhappy with that. But you know what? I recently felt that my new PC is really good. I used to play it on my crappy old one, and it used to stutter on low graphics settings. Why don't I go in there and just blast it up on the highest setting and go out and just enjoy the beautiful landscapes, like shoot a couple of bears? I don't have to do amazing stuff in new updates. The combat system is so-so. They have combat cards, they have auto aim cards that are super overpowered, and it's not they didn't quite make it when it came to the quests, immersion, story, combat system, skill system, and weapon balance in my mind. But the wardrobe, changing the characters, the graphics, the world, the feeling, yeah, it's like it's so good. It's so good. So there's more good than bad. But after 500 hours, you know, you're like, hey, give me a new update. I pay for a DLC. Just give me a new area, new map, new quests, new co-op material. Maybe something more challenging than we got now, because it's getting repetitive and easy, and I have all the money, all the occupations almost. Like, I grew tired of it. I wish there was stuff to come back to after 2 or 3 years. They were like, oh, there's new good stuff in there. No, there isn't. It's just the same. It's a shame. Shame on you, whatever game company you are, Rockstar Games. Drop GTA and go back to Red Dead and develop it. Give it good content, as good as the original and better. Better features, better campaigns, better adventures, better quests. It's your duty. You sold this shit, you made us play 500 hours, a great game, and there you drop it. That's not okay. Okay, that's enough. Sorry, I didn't mean to do reviews of all these games. That was not my intention. Yeah, we're below. Hello, viewer. Do you like all these games? What do you think? Which is your favorite one? Put in the chat. Put in the comments. Communicate. Just sit there. Being silent. Okay. We have Scum. Good game. Some Czech. Slovak. Game company. And obviously you're a prisoner with a chip in your neck. Very violent. You get sent to an island. And there you fight to the death. In front of live TV cameras as entertainment. Was it Hunger Games? You know what I'm saying? Or what you call the Japanese kids that kill each other on an island? The fuck is that called? Yeah, Island of the Flies. I don't know. I'll show some. I like it. You have not only do you find stuff and loot like in every other game. It's DayZ with a twitch, right? Look at it. It's beautiful. But the features you can do, like climb, build, base building, they have a metabolism system with illnesses, and either you're strong and slow and eat a lot, or you're fast and that makes a difference. And you can train skills and you get better with lock picking, and it takes like months to actually improve in certain skills at higher levels. But if you play it now for months and months and even years, will they delete your character or characters from different servers? See, here's the chip in the neck, the red one. So I'm not gonna play this game for months and years, and then they say, okay, we're gonna have a full release. Now you're a super sneaky thief that you've been working so hard, has good stats. I mean, he lost a lot of gear and he lost a lot of dignity during the, but at least you have your skills and your metabolism that you built up. No, you're gonna wipe. Give me a guarantee at full release you won't wipe my character. I'll play this from now on. Until then, no, I'm not sinking time in it. But it's lovely. It's a good game. It's a great game. Go in and play it. You can even decide the size of your dong. And the larger your dong is, the lower is your intelligence. And that affects your stats. So like, you want a big dong, you pay a hefty price for stats. I even think you run slower. Great game. If you were to convince me to play this, I don't know, you would have to tell me what server, what for what purpose. I built a base, I had super fun. If I didn't log in daily and repair it, it would just decay and disappear after 2 weeks there would be nothing gone. And I spent weeks and months building it up. And it's like, oh, so you want me to play every day? I can't put this on hold and come back and at least have some hidden stuff in a couple of weeks or months or a year. No, you're gonna lose it all. Like, why would I put all that effort into it? Well, we think players want to play a game every day, all year around. No, that you might do that in Slovak. Maybe that's how you play games in Slovakia. I have summer vacation. I play other games. I need to go away, and when I come back, I need to have something left, not to start on scratch. I know why they're doing it. They don't want to overload the servers or whatever, but Scum, good game, really good game. So we have Steel Division. I played that an hour, 5 hours, sorry. I played one map. It's a real-time strategy. It looks like this. You move around soldiers on the troops. Has something to do with Paradox, and you fight. And it's kind of realistic. It goes back to all those old, what the hell were they called, war games. Heard a lot of good things about this. Now they're selling Steel Division 2, which is on the Eastern Front. I think it's more like 1.5. It's about the same game. It's just 2 because it's on the Eastern Front. It's on sale. I might buy it. I might play it. I don't think it's a lot better than the number 1 Normandy. It's just that you fight the Russians as the Germans instead of that. I'd play that. It's real-time strategy. As a war game, that's not my favorite. But you can pause and give orders and check out, and you can buy your troops. So there's a bit of a campaign. To end all wars, First World War, Ageod. I'm not a super fan of Ageods. I don't know if it's the graphics or the command system. But hey, I like the First World War, and I think this is the best game you can play of it. So I could give that a shoot. I haven't played a proper campaign of this. I played 12 hours back in 2018. 12 hours? That seems like a lot of AFK. I didn't get far. I jump in there and do that. Twilight Struggle. It's a port from a board game. USA versus Russia during the Cold War. It's supposed to be the best board game ever. It's a card-driven game, and I'd be happy to give it a try. I think I played it a bit, 62 minutes when I got it. Obviously planning to play more, but never did. We have U-Boat. I supported this on Kickstarter because I thought it looked cool. I played it 93 minutes in 2019. I want to play it because I kind of checked it out under the development time when I was in Kickstarter, and then I guess it came as an alpha, beta, early access to Steam. Now, I mean, it's more like, I think it's a full release. It has it all. So you play a U-boat crew, and you go out and you hunt convoys and you sink them, and your crew get better, and you have to decide upgrade your U-boat and what supplies could you bring, and you know, it looks pretty cool. I want to play it, definitely. See, he's playing the U-boat here. I mean, it has been in my mind for a long time that I should really play U-boat. Ultimate General Civil War. I'm not so sure. I don't know what it's doing there. I think I much more prefer to play the Civil War Grand Tactician, because this doesn't have a strategy map. It only has field battles, like so. I think these field battles are better in Grand Tactician, but you don't have a dynamic war campaign outside with economy. So I consider this an inferior game because of that. But maybe somewhere there is a campaign where you can connect battles or something like that. I played it 4 hours, and it's a small game, and yeah, if you tell me, if you want to see it, then it's really good. We could play a couple of battles. It's just something about it that it's like, maybe it's a little bit too easy mode, or not enough depth. Like, it's a bit too shiny and bright and too little war game. More of like, we're gonna try to get people in here that can't handle play serious. Maybe it's super serious. I don't mean to offend anyone playing this. Tell me if it's a good game. If you want to see me play it, I'll play it. Wait, what? I think we're almost at the end of the list. How do I close this? Let's go to favorites. War of Rights. Another Civil War game, but it's a first-person shooter. I think they're now up to 300-man servers, meaning you have 150 rebels fighting 150 Yankees. You have artillery. I think soon they will have a cavalry. They have smoke on the battlefield. They have orders. They have trumpets. They have banners, flags that you follow. And if you don't, your morale goes down. it looks super cool because it's gonna be realistic. You're just one soldier. It takes you 30 seconds to reload your musket, and then you fire once and you don't hit anything. But you're with a group of friends, and you're gonna have it's immersion. It's role playing. It's not so much a first-person shooter like that. But store page. Let's check some. Here you go. Nice graphics. This is not a photo. So you design your own soldier. These are all players. Sorry. These are all players. No NPCs. It's not a unit. They are individually lined up like this. So that probably takes 10 minutes for these people to line up like this so they can take a screenshot. And this guy's carrying a flag. That's all he's doing. He's not fighting. He's just carrying a flag. Now we're charging here. Look at all the smoke, fire. And an officer will stand beside the drum. There's a guy playing the drums. All the battle. That's all he does. Then you have an officer. He says like, load, aim, fire. Boom. You have a volley of fire. I need to get back into this. I'm just letting them develop it a bit more. When they have like companies, regiments, larger battles, and maybe a campaign that you move from map to map and push each other back and forth. Oh my god, I'm gonna play this so much. Now, it's still early access. They're trying to figure things out. Yeah, looking really, really good. Alright, so I'd go and play this. Came out 2018. Very positive. I played it. I jumped in and played it 2 or 3 times. Almost 9 hours. So I jumped in 3 times, 3 hours, and tried it out. Say like, yeah, this is good. I'm just gonna wait a bit more until I could do a review of it another time. Good game. Buy it, support it, play it. Vermintide 2. You know this? Fantasy, slaying Vermintide rats in the Warhammer Fantasy. I play this a lot. I play this 360 hours. But I got tired of it. Great game, so much fun. But I grew tired of it. It's not here because I want to play it. Wars of Napoleon. Okay, so this is a bit of an outlier. I think I streamed 1 or 2 back in 2020. Played it for 14 hours. It has mixed reviews. Came out too. It's age-odd again. So I'm not super happy about the interface and these icons and the look and the general look of the game. It's just something with age-odd games. They don't look so good. I'm sure it has a decent functionality. It's not terrible, but I just don't get. Oh, this is so pretty. I want to play it. There are worse, but there are better as well. So anyway, I set up a campaign and I had an intention of keep playing it. Maybe I could find a save somewhere, or maybe it's on my old computer and I can't get hold of it. I only play like 2 turns. I'd give this another go again. I probably need to read the reviews, see if it's worth it. Because it's a campaign. You have construction, research, resources, economy, deployment of forces, training. Not only individual battles. You can play from the beginning to the end of the war. Strategic games, I like that. And it's not terrible. I'm okay with trying it out. Okay. That's the last one. World of Guns. Don't know what. Yeah, we're not gonna play that. And I also have a lot of other games. And I don't know if you find my GUV95HRN. Maybe you can see what games I own. And you can see like, I want you to play this. Because I have a shit ton of other games. Favorites. Yeah. How do I show all collections? Here. And I have a bunch of games that are good. That are not on the favorites list. I just went through like, these are the games that I think like, yeah, I might want to play them sometime soon, or I did play this recently and it's still there. So like, try to find my other games, see if there's something you want me to play there. Maybe I'll go through them in another stream. We're not gonna make this last all too long. If I were, I could also pick out 5 or 10 games, put them in a list on my Switch page and YouTube page, channel page. and I could have people vote. I'd be happy if I got 2 or 3 votes, because how small my community is. But you know, I'd get a bit of a influence or input. What games are actually enjoyable to watch with a grumpy old man like myself? If I were, what am I planning to stream next? A bit more of the castle building game, Medieval Engineers. What else? I just went back to what tonight? I forgot. I actually forgot. Oh, Game of Thrones, the board game, because I got it free. Yeah, I'll do that a bit more. Oh, so anyway, hope you enjoyed. Hope you get to see a couple of my favorite games. Some I like not so much, some I really like here. You don't have to vote, but tell me what you think, if there's any of these games you like or not like, and make a polite suggestion like, yeah, I'd like to see someone stream this. I'd enjoy inspiration and input regarding that. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for your patience. Take care. Nothing else to say. See you in the next one. Bye bye.